everyone. Welcome in for day 2 of the continuation of the Pathway to Peace. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's training. We're going to continue on today, and we are creating a new chapter without letting go of love. So, if we get right into it here, I do actually have my phone here with me. It is on silent. My sister is on a liver transplant list, and she did get a call this morning. So, kind of waiting to see if it pans out or not. They're concerned that the liver currently might have some hepatitis C, but apparently that's able to be cured with antibiotics. So we were kind of waiting here to see what's going to happen. So if I get a message from her, I will make sure that I let everybody know as well. So thank you again for joining me. Day 2. Make sure that you have a pen, pencil, paper, so you can write down a few things. So I'll give you a second to grab that and make sure that you're all set to settle in. All right, so before we start, we always begin our trainings and videos with the Phoenix Pledge. So again, considered our opening ceremony. So my hand on my heart, and I will say aloud to you. You can say it along with me if you've been saying it for a while. I honor my grief, but I will not be bound by it. I choose to rise, to heal, and to reclaim my life. My past has shaped me, but it will not define me. Today, I step forward with courage, embracing the journey ahead with hope, resilience, and love. I am worthy of joy, and I will create a future that honors both my loss and my growth. Like the phoenix, I will rise. So again, welcome in. I'm going to start the training today again with a little breath work and a visualization. So I'm going to try and pull up a little bit of music here and see how we're going to do with that. It does not want to pull up, which is very surprising to me. Try and start over again. There it goes. All right, here we go. So, welcome back in, Grief Warriors. Let's begin with a little breathing exercise. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale gently through your mouth. Breathe in again through your nose. Exhale gently through your mouth. Third time, breathe in hope. Exhale that heaviness. Now imagine you are standing in front of a blank page. You are holding the pen. Your grief story is behind you, not erased, not forgotten, but behind. In front of you is a whole new chapter, and you get to write it. When you're ready, gently open your eyes, continuing that relaxing breath. Wiggle those fingers and toes. Come back to present. Welcome back. Turning off the music. Writing a new chapter. What does this mean for you? Writing a new chapter of your life does not mean that you're giving up on the one you loved. It doesn't mean you're leaving them behind you. It means you're writing a new chapter of what is today and moving forward. Living forward while holding your love. What does it look like to move forward without leaving your loved one behind? One of the most painful questions that we carry in grief is exactly this. How can I move forward without feeling like I'm leaving my loved one behind, or that I gave up on them or don't care? The truth is, you don't have to leave them behind at all. Today, we explore the sacred duality of carrying them with us. You can honor your past without being stuck in it. You can create new joy without feeling guilty. And you can move forward in living with their love right beside you, not behind you. You can honor the past without being stuck in it. To honor someone means to carry their legacy, their voice, their values forward, not their suffering. You're not going to carry their suffering. You're going to heal yourself and move forward with, excuse me, with their love and joy, and being able to carry on their legacy, their memories, and relive those every year. Celebrate them when holidays come along, not put it behind you and forget that they were part of it, because they are part of it. They're part of your story, they're part of your life. One woman I worked with in the past had suddenly lost her mom. Every year on her mom's birthday, she was sad and always broken down. Now she has learned to carry that with her, and her mom's favorite was lemon bars. So she bakes lemon bars and she shares them with all of her neighbors, because her mom used to say, you always make sure the people around you are fed, and then they know they're loved. So that's really sweet. And it's one of those things that she's carrying forward as honoring the past for her mother as well. So being stuck would be refusing to move forward and do something like this that her mother always enjoyed doing. Her mom passed 5 years ago. She was terrified that she was going to forget her. She said, if I let go of all of her things, I'll lose her completely. This is what her mind was telling her and her heart was telling her in the beginning. But she did find that there were pieces of her mom that she could carry forward. And in doing that, she did with the lemon bars. So she realized that she didn't lose them by living. It was that you lose yourself by refusing to remember that they were part of your life. Maybe you light a candle every year on their birthday. Maybe you sing happy birthday to them. Maybe you wear their favorite bracelet when you need strength. That's honoring them, not being stuck. That is love in motion. Being trapped might look like you never take off your wedding ring, even though you long to find companionship again. Not because you're not ready, but because the guilt is running the show for you. And there is a big difference. Moving forward, not erasing them, expands them into your present moment. So you want to try and expand your person, your loved one that you've lost, into your present moment with little things that you know they loved to do. So say they made a fruit pizza every year for the 4th of July. Maybe you want to make that for your mom who's no longer here. And make sure that you share that with your friends and family that are around. This is mom's pizza recipe. Enjoy it. And that's an awesome way to bring them forward. So how do you create joy without guilt? I did have a client once who went to a concert with friends. The first time she was asked to go, she decided she wasn't going to. But she was asked a second time, and she decided she would go because being asked the first time, she felt that if she left the house, she was not going to be honoring her loved one. It was something that they loved to do. So, in deciding that she was going to go, she told her story later, and she said she actually laughed during the show and immediately had felt like, oh my gosh, my heart is so big because I am honoring my person, and I am living them, allowing them to continue living through me. This is something they would have loved to experience. She said, and it almost felt as though she felt her son, it was her son, she said she felt her son right next to her and enjoying the concert as well. So she reframed it in that moment and looked at it as the laughter and enjoyment that she was having wasn't loving her son any less. It just meant that her heart was still beating and she carried him with to enjoy things in the future. So, another example is that I had a client who had said they hadn't laughed in years after losing their husband because she felt that joy was absolute betrayal. But then one day, her granddaughter said something so funny and she laughed just once. And then she burst into tears. That laugh was her life tapping her on the shoulder and telling her that she needed to live again. Experiencing this joy doesn't mean she's forgotten her husband. It means that he helped shape her and shape the version of who she is now. And she can still feel him and still experience joy. That's one of the things that's really big. We talked yesterday about the survivor's guilt, and that's one of the things that is very prevalent in our healing path is that we feel guilty. Letting go of that guilt by allowing yourself to laugh and to enjoy things that you and your person who's gone used to enjoy is very healing for you, and it's bringing little parts of you back to life again. And that's what you need to do when you're along your journey. You're bringing them back to life within your life while carrying them with you, having them walk beside you in your experiences. So you can move forward with the love beside you, excuse me, instead of behind you. There's a phrase that I guess I use quite a bit. We don't move on, we move with. I say we move through because I don't believe that we ever move on. We don't leave those we love behind us. We learn to carry them with us into a bright future that honors them and ourselves as well. So, moving forward doesn't mean forgetting. It means walking with their memory inside of you, making choices that they would be proud of for you. I was told by a man that had lost his brother, and his brother always encouraged him to write. And after his brother passed away, he didn't want to write anymore. So he stopped for a really long time. But years later, he said, every time I sit down to write, I talk to him in my head and I tell him, this one's for you. And it helps him and it helps his creativity because he feels he's giving his brother a chance to express himself as well in his writing. So, being that he did it all the time with his brother, now he still feels a little piece of his brother when he's doing his writing as well. So, that's allowing his brother to walk beside him. It's living forward, not behind. So, carrying love beside you, not behind you, you're not moving on, you're moving with. You're moving through with the lessons they've taught you, with the way they loved you, with the values they've lived. You now can live those values love like they did, continue loving them, and say to yourself, right now, I feel this is right. I feel that I can carry my person with me. I'm not going to leave them behind. I'm going to take them with me. You take them with in the way that you live, you love, and you keep going. You draw strength from them as well to keep going, knowing that they would want you to keep going. That's how we carry our love beside us. Every choice to keep them living becomes a way to honor them. So, excuse me, I want you to take your paper and your pencil and my little Tinkerbell pencil, and right at the top of your page, if my loved one could speak to me right now, they would want me to blank. Answer that question from the heart. Don't edit it. Just answer it from the heart. If my loved one could speak to me now, they would want me to blank. What would your loved one want you to do if they could speak to you right now? And if that feels complete, I'll share with you what I think my loved ones would want me to do. I believe that my loved ones would want me to move forward, to carry their love lessons, to remember how much I've learned from them, to share their memories and our traditions, the traditions that we shared as a family and as friends. And I think they would be proud of the way I've continued to carry their legacy since they've passed. Of course, I had a little time to think about that one, and you don't. But give that to yourself as a gift for a journal entry later. What would your loved one, what would your loved one want you to do? So moving from memory to meaning, grief doesn't go away, but it does change shape. It becomes part of our new story. It becomes part of our growth. It becomes part of our everyday. And a few ways that we can carry them with is to create a daily or monthly ritual to remember them. I journal. I talk to them. And sometimes I wait to feel the answer. And if I feel the answer, I write it down. Learn to convey your feelings of love and not loss. When you're conveying, when you're talking with other people about your stories, this is kind of hard to explain sometimes. You're conveying your feelings of love, not your loss, though you're including your loss. So when pain comes up and I feel very left in the dark because I don't know how to react to the feeling that I'm having, I try to convey the feeling of love that I'm feeling at that moment that causes me to feel heartbroken from the loss. Where there is love, there is grief. That's true in every situation. Where there is love, there's grief. Be a person, change in your life, your loss of your pet. Where there's love, there's going to be grief. It's a process that we all go through, and it's something that if it hasn't hit you right away, it will eventually, because it's a process we all need to go through. So the pain you felt when this person left is the pain you still feel with them gone as time goes on, but it can be very helpful in your healing process, because when that comes up, you force yourself to say, oh my gosh, I miss them so much because we had such a great time when we did this together every year. We had such a great time when we baked Christmas cookies. And continue doing that. Share that with people. Let them know that it's something that you did with your mom, you did with your siblings, if your sibling has passed, and you keep that memory alive. So even though there's pain, there still can be joy. Speak their names in a safe space. Speak of them often. When you're with friends, reminisce about them. Talk about them whenever you get the chance and smile. Use their story to inspire others. This is how we make grief sacred, not something that we get over. It's not an obstacle that we have to climb over. It's something that we carry with us. It's something that holds meaning. So, what stories do you have? And jot that down. What stories do you have that you can journal about later this evening? Just write what stories, question mark, loved one, exclamation point. You're going to write about your loved one that's gone, that's no longer with you, and what can you use from that to inspire others to do great things like you're trying to do or that your loved one did. So I have a story, and I tell my story of Mark all the time. Last year, when he passed away, he saved over 75 people with his gifts as an organ donor. The time after Mark's passing, though, was really tough for me. It seemed like there was so much loss in my life. And the following month, we lost Eric's mom. And that was difficult as well. But I tell myself these stories often because it was such a profound time in my personal life that shaped who I am today. I remember the day that I sat outside and I felt my friend Mark's presence tell me, "You made it through this. Go help other people." And that's when I made the decision that I was going to concentrate all my efforts on helping everyone in this sacred space of grief. It's something that I've been told by so many people, "I can't believe you do that. It's so sad. You deal with sad people." I deal with healing, helping healing people. That is what I absolutely feel called to do. I want to help you move forward in your life and carry your loved one with you because it is so important. I'm not saying you're all going to become grief coaches. I'm going to help you, though, to learn new techniques and walk beside you as you find your path forward. If I'm able to help others navigate the storm that is their grief, then it's all been worth it to me for everything that I've had to go through on my healing journey as well. Of course, we always wish that our loved ones were here, but I've learned to carry those lessons with me. And no, I'm not getting over it. I'm not letting time heal all wounds, nor am I letting go. It's been a beautiful journey of learning to feel as though I've made my loved ones proud of me. And it's one of growth for myself and learning an entirely new way to carry their legacy with. I've lost many people along my journey, but nonetheless, my entire journey has been a healing one. So, if you could take some time and think to yourself right now, if my loved one is here with me, what is one thing that I know that I can carry with from today forward? Let's come up with one thing, write it down on your tablet that you feel you're absolutely able to carry with you of theirs. I carry Mark's story of being an organ donor. I have since been in contact with his liver recipient, and we've become friends. It was amazing to finally meet him and his wife face to face, and he's had a chance to meet our friends, and I believe we'll be lifelong friends. And that is something that I believe Mark played a role in, connecting us together so that we all still feel a part of him whenever we're around his recipient. So that's one small thing for me. Another small thing for me, I celebrate the 4th of July. I get sad, but I do watch fireworks. It was my father's favorite holiday. He was the person that always said, "Oh, we should put big X's in duct tape on the windows," because I'd love to get a firework big enough that would shatter windows if they weren't, put together, or taped together. He loved it. And after he passed away, it made me really sad. I never wanted to watch fireworks for a while because it just was sad. It meant, it reminded me that he was gone. I mean, I knew he was gone, but it reminded me every year that he was really not with us anymore. And that always made me sad. But I eventually decided, you know what? My family's celebrating and I want to spend time with my family, and he would want me to as well. So this Friday, I'll be watching fireworks out over the lake when it's time at 10 o'clock at night on the 4th of July, and we will enjoy ourselves, spending time with friends and family and enjoying the memories of those who are no longer with us. So, if you can close your eyes and imagine 1 year from today, you have honored your grief, you've built something new, maybe a routine, a new space, a new version of yourself that feels alive again. What do you see? How beautiful is that vision? What does your life look like when healing is your path? You're not forgetting, you're not erasing, you're transforming. Take a moment, if you can, write down that vision. What do you see? What does your life look like when healing is your path of not forgetting, not erasing, but transforming? I'd love it if you could share below little pieces of your vision. That would be amazing. I know you're watching because yesterday we had over 500 people watch our video. So that's pretty good. Getting the word out there, sharing a lot from hopefully a down-to-earth person who can help with healing. And hopefully I'm helping you along the way as well. So a year from now, your life has changed. You've decided today to move forward on your healing path without forgetting. Hello, no, you are forgiving. Without forgetting and without erasing. I can't wait to hear what your vision is. So it almost brings us to a close of today's training. learning to rewrite your program, learning to rewrite your story, and learning to move on without erasing, but learning to carry your loved one with you. I actually made it through a training with my bracelets on today. Wow, I guess I didn't touch my desk very often. So, if your future has you seeing yourself supported compassionately, healing emotionally, putting a focus on recognizing the process and releasing what brings you pain, move through the guilt, anger, and numbness, and learn to rediscover yourself, because grief changes everything, including how we see ourselves. And moving forward to a life of peace and purpose once again, then I invite you to reach out to me and schedule a call. I have been talking to a few of you today, and we're scheduling calls for next week. I do have a couple available times tomorrow late afternoon. Otherwise, I'm scheduling for Monday and Tuesday of next week, that we can get together and talk about your journey so far and see where you would like to go. Maybe one of the programs that I have would be helpful to you. And if not, I definitely would point you in a direction of healing that would help you. So if you're ready to start that new book, that new chapter of your life, reach out to me. I'd love to talk. And I'll mention once again that I do have that 6-week group coaching program that is starting on the 23rd of July. I do have a couple openings left there, and we're keeping the group small so that everyone can get the best possible experience. And it's going to be a group of like-minded people and a new community for you to find ways to talk to other people that are going through the same thing and rewriting your story. And I also have the 12-week one-to-one coaching program that we meet once a week, and it's completely tailored to your experience. So I look forward to talking with you. Again, comment below if you would like me to reach out and schedule a call with you. And I hope today's training was very helpful in your healing. And I hope you're able to write that story that I asked you about earlier. So again, in a year, how do you see yourself? What does your path look like? You've entered the healing path without forgetting, without erasing, only transforming. I look forward to hearing from you. So again, I want you to close your eyes and imagine your loved one near you once again. Feel the warmth, feel their energy, feel their love. Allow it to permeate every cell of your being. Take just a moment to enjoy this feeling and know that whenever you want, you can recall this back to yourself. You have all the resources inside of you that you need. Sometimes they just need a little push. That's something amazing to hear. It's also something amazing to believe. Let me help you believe it. Let me walk beside you into the next chapter of healing. Say what you need to say to your loved one right now, as it is just about time for them to go. Tell them you will see them again soon. And remember, when you wish to, you can take yourself right back here to this feeling, and you can see them again. So gently open your eyes. Wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to say that pledge one more time. My hand on my heart. I honor my grief, but I will not be bound by it. I choose to rise, to heal, and to reclaim my life. My past has shaped me, but it will not define me. Today, I step forward with courage, embracing the joy ahead, with hope, with resilience, and love. I am worthy of joy, and I will create a life that honors both. I want to thank you again. And I did have a couple comments about my flowers behind me. I got flowers from my husband and from my daughter and grandkids. I got 2 plants that go outside from my other daughter for my birthday. But who doesn't love the little, here he goes, this little guy, my little dinosaur walking across the top of my flowers. That's from my granddaughter. So it's very cute. And someone mentioned that when I sat right yesterday, it appeared that he was walking on top of my head. So again, I mentioned yesterday that everything's backwards to me because this computer does not allow my photo to spin. So my hand was actually on my heart, even though it looks like it was on the wrong side. All right, everybody have a wonderful evening, a wonderful afternoon. I'm going to head out to mow my lawn, which is so long, it isn't funny. I'll probably have to mow it 3 times. And I want to thank you again for being here today. Thank you for showing up for yourself and for your healing and for your loved one. Any questions, please reach out to me. I'm here. I do read your messages, and I would love to hop on a call and talk with you. To those of you I have already spoken with this week, I wish you well. I look forward to discussing things further with you next week. And I'm so excited to join you on your healing journey. I can't wait to guide you and walk beside you. So again, thank you and have a wonderful day. Have a great 4th of July if I don't see you before then. And thanks one more time. Bye-bye.